Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Guys, it is Transformation Tuesday. And on Transformation Tuesday, boys and girls, we're going to keep this faith train rolling straight into Transformation Tuesday. This is where the Motivational Mindset Monday seeds that we planted of truth, and now we're going to start to water it with the Transformation Tuesday with intentional action. Guys. So today, let's take what we started from the Zig Ziglar Christian self-talk card, and we're going to help you cool kids to build a new identity, one that is aligned with faith, action, and an unstoppable kingdom movement, boys and girls. So hey, today on Transformation Tuesday, you guys know and understand that hey, it's all powered by this guy right here, a legendary speaker and trainer motivator, Mr. Zig Ziglar, and his proud son, Tom Ziglar, the author of the foundational program Choose to Win, that we start off all the cool kids on here in the Fun Life community. And so I'm excited to be with you guys here today, because today we're going to be talking about not about trying harder. It's not. We're not talking about trying harder. We're going to be talking about training better. And I can't remember the talk that I heard or the podcast, but he said that we don't rise to the occasion. We don't rise to the level of of the situation. We fall to the level of our training. And so, guys, when you understand that that's how that works, all of a sudden you realize that what have you been training for, right? Adversity doesn't make the man. It doesn't. I don't know who lied to you, but adversity reveals what's been there. When you come across something that you were not prepared for, it shows you the mindset and everything that you've been going through. And I'm walking it right now. I'm showing up every single day. Matter of fact, talking about showing up, thank you for those of you guys that joined us last night on the social media masterclass for beginners. What the beginner should work. And I'll go ahead and tell you, I went back and watched the replay, and it wasn't a fun masterclass, because we were dealing with mindset, and we were kind of laying the groundwork, kind of working with the mindset behind how it works. And I'm telling you, if you want to really understand how that works, you've got to deal with some mindset issues before you get to the motivation, so that you can get to the fun. You have to get through the right? I don't even know how to spell that. Anybody know how to spell that? But that's what we did last night, and I had a blast. There was a lot of great engagement, a lot of great questions, and really it was just awesome to be able to do that. So we're gonna do a follow up to that, because yesterday we just started on the first two segments, and there's actually 6 of those. So we're gonna keep going. So if that's you, if you want to join us, hey, let me know. Hit me up. I'll shoot you the link so that you can join us. But today we're gonna be talking about the hard truth nobody teaches enough. We'll even say preach about. Because here's the thing, you can't live, I don't care who you are, you cannot live a transformed life by accident. You can't. You can pray all day, you can post scriptures, you can slap a faith bumper sticker on your car, but if you don't train your mind daily, right, your default settings will sabotage your destiny. And I'm willing to bet it's happened to you more than once. Often, right? And so today on Transformation Tuesday, we're stopping. We're going to stop just trying harder, and we're going to start training smarter with the truth, with God's word, because that's ultimately what we put everything up against, right? Mr. Ziglar said it perfectly in his Zig Ziglar self-talk card, and he just simply said that it's about the mental training. When you start to declare something, you start to say things out loud. I, you, us, we are a child of God. I am disciplined and determined. I am honest, hardworking person who seeks to please God. Guys, you're not just hyping yourself up. You're rewriting the operating system of your mind to match heaven's blueprint for your life. And I'm telling you guys, it's not about trying. Another guy said it's not about trying harder. It's about trying different. So what are you going to try different? How are you going to train better, train smarter to be able to, get something? In order for you to get something you've never had, you're going to have to do something you've never done. And so what is that for you? Are you training yourself to live that life? We got out there, we did our walking this morning, we did our rower. Man, I did rowing for 6 minutes. That was the longest 6 minutes of my life. That rower don't play. got on the bike, did some functional exercises, and then we just kept on going, guys. And before you know it, you get yourself all worked up into a nice little frenzy. So yeah, my juices are flowing, my blood is pumping, and so I'm excited for you guys today, because on Transformation Tuesday, we're not going to conform. We're not. We're going to keep transforming, right? By the renewing of our mind. Mr. Ziglar said it perfectly. He said, "You, I, us, we." We were designed for accomplishment, engineered for success, and endowed, guys. We were endowed with seeds of greatness. You see, Mr. Ziglar knew something perfectly. He said, greatness isn't added into you, it's not added onto you. It's already inside of you. You were born with it. You don't create it, you activate it through faith, repetition, and the right thinking. And that's why on Transformation Tuesday, we're talking about the mindset, because the methodology, right? You go to Romans 12:2, and it says to be not conformed to this world, to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, guys. And transformation is not a one-time event. It's not. It's a daily decision, a moment by moment renovation that you're going to have to do day in and day out. Sometimes more than once a day. But you don't drift. You don't. I don't care who you are. You don't accidentally drift into a transformed life. You don't. You decide and discipline yourself into it. And that's what I'm learning with my physical transformation that we have going on right now, because it's one of those things that either you're gonna run the day, or the day is gonna run you. John Maxwell said it perfectly, right? He says that we are what we repeatedly do. Well, actually, somebody else said that. I think he coined it, or he repeated it as well. I don't know who started all these quotes, but we've got enough quotes in us that we can probably do a whole segment episode on quotes. But he said, "Show me your calendar. Show me your planner and what you do daily. You are what you become. You become what you do daily." And so, what is it that you're doing every day? What is it that I'm hoping I got a fitness coach, and we were on a conversation yesterday, and he was teaching me about micros and macros and healthy fats and all this other stuff. And to me, it's just not my area of expertise. Hence why I've struggled for so long in my physical journey. I love what Mr. Ziglar said. He said that he hasn't been overweight by accident, because he's never accidentally eaten anything. He was overweight by choice. And so we've got a few pounds to lose. And so we're going to have to make a concentrated effort to take those pounds off. Now, we didn't put them on overnight, so they're not going to come off overnight, but it's that slow and steady, right? And so Pedro's fun fact, let's kind of move along. Pedro's fun fact, I kind of got caught up in the weeds there. But Pedro here says that in training, right, it takes 66 days to create a lasting new habit. Not 18, not 21, like most people say. So if you're building a new intentional internal dialogue, right, all of a sudden you're gonna expect some resistance. Go ahead and get that in your mind. Go ahead and expect that, because it's coming, guys. But we just keep showing up anyway. Got up early, went, took care of everything I need to take care of, got out there, got my shoes on, and I walked. Did I feel like it? No. But I felt better after I did. So I'm telling you guys, we just keep showing up, because lions, they don't train. Lions don't train to roar. They were born with it. They just keep practicing it until the jungle knows it, guys. And so what roar, right? We talked about Chase the Lion last week with Mark Batterson's Chase the Lion Manifesto. Wasn't that powerful? Did y'all get that? Did anybody else go back and reread that? Go get that book, Chase the Lion. You really should. That's a book that you got to read. If you don't have it, let me know. I'll email it to you. I've got it right here on my computer. But what is it, right? What is it that you guys are training for? And if you're training, hey, in the comment section, let me know that you're training. If you're committed to training your mind, your heart, your habits to match your divine destiny, guys, it's going to take some intentionality. That's why one of the first habits of the highly effective people says you have to be proactive. What are you proactively going after? What are you going after intentionally? And then DM me the word train if you're ready to start, if you want to be a part of a community that helps the Christian and the kingdom entrepreneur stay strong and stay positive and stay moving forward, because that's what this whole Childlike Faith podcast is about. It is the Childlike Faith podcast for the Christian entrepreneur who wants to grow and scale their business to be able to achieve the financial freedom they're looking for without sacrificing their time or their joy or their family or their faith. There's a lot of things. Yeah. And so here's the thing, guys. You guys are going to have to show up to be able to make this thing happen. That's right, Amy. Yep. Renewing your mind is like physical exercise. You have to build that muscle. I'm telling you guys. Hey, there you go, Miss Crystal. We missed you last night. Training hard here. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I see your other comment. So here's the thing, guys. What are you doing? I want you to go ahead and tag a fellow lion chaser. Remind them and just or send them this message directly. It says, we don't try to win, we train to win, right? Because Mr. Ziglar said it perfectly in his book, Born to Win, which is consequently my favorite book he wrote. And he said in that book that you were born to win. Now, to be the winner you were born to be, you first have to plan to win, prepare to win, and then can you honestly and earnestly expect to win. So thank you guys for joining me live. Hey, for those of you that are watching on the replay, appreciate you guys. Those of you that just joined us, I'll give you guys a quick recap on Transformation Tuesday. We just simply talked about you can't drift into a transformed life. You can't. You have to train for it. There's got to be some intentionality, some proactiveness on your part. This week in the Fun Life community, we're anchoring deep, guys, into the one Zig Ziglar Christian self-talk card. The most powerful tool that I have in my arsenal is the story that I keep telling myself. And Mr. Ziglar gave us a great outline on how to do that. Because transformation doesn't start with achieving more. It starts with believing better. It starts with training better. Every day, we either reinforce those limiting beliefs or we train our minds to line up with the truth of who God says we are, right? Again, the quote that I said earlier that Mr. Ziglar said that we were born, we were designed for accomplishment, engineered for success, and endowed with seeds of greatness. Romans 12:2 comes back and tells us about being transformed by the renewing of our minds, guys. And so renewing your mind isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. It's how you build a life that fuels, a thoughtful life that fuels your faith, your family, your business, your future, right? Your finances. And so here's what I want you guys to declare today. Okay, you ready? I'm a child of God, fully equipped and fully empowered. I mean, what would really happen if you started to believe this? That's why belief is a big part of it. Another thing I want you to tell yourself, I'm disciplined, determined, and designed for victory, guys. I'm living by faith and not by fear. And that's kind of what we talked about yesterday is what is the fear behind showing up on social media? What is it that is that limiting belief about social media? Because that's the thing I've learned about fear is once you name it, you can tame it. I'm telling you, once you identify what it is that you're struggling with, all of a sudden you can overcome it, right? We are overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. Guys, when are we going to start really believing the word of God, that God is for us? And if he is for us, who could be against us, right? No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Y'all remember these? Y'all remember these? Yeah. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens. I mean, seriously, do we believe it or do we believe it? Because, I mean, yeah or yeah. I get it. I understand. The enemy creeps in, lies to us, and we believe those lies. So stop believing, guys. So today on Transformation Tuesday, I just simply want you to remember that you're a child of God, fully equipped and fully empowered, disciplined, determined, designed for victory, and we're going to be living by faith and not by fear, guys. We're going to walk by faith and not by sight. We're going to believe God for the impossible and, again, have a God-sized goal so big that it's destined to fail without that divine intervention. So, guys, appreciate you, love you. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today on Transformation Tuesday. Join us tomorrow on Win This Day Wednesday as we go to the next step on the Zig Ziglar self-talk card. And if you want it, if you need that Zig Ziglar self-talk card, hey, DM me. I'll be glad to shoot it out to you and get it into your inbox. It's a digital copy. Print it out, memorize it. I tell my clients to put a voice note in their voice memos so that they can listen to it anytime they need a self-pep talk in their voice. So, guys, appreciate you, love you. Hey, again, we've got that one spot coming open for the one-on-one coaching. We're actually going to make two. I'm going to challenge myself to do two. That one's coming to an end. I want to do two one-on-one coachings. My group coaching is also going to start the second week in May. My other group coaching's coming to, we're about halfway through the coaching. It's taking a little bit longer. We've had some schedule conflicts, but we've had to move some stuff around. And then we've got our community coming on board. I know, I get it. I talked about late February, early March. We're putting it all together. I've got one more video I need to put together to get that fully launched out, guys. There's so much happening, so much going on. Appreciate you, love you. Hey, keep following along. There's a lot of great stuff coming. Adios.